Hello and namaste, my beautiful friends. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your Planetary Energy Forecast for the week of July the 8th, 2024. Now, the first couple days of this week have some beautiful, beautiful flows of energy. So I want you to lean in to those first few days of the week and take advantage of the blessings that will be flowing. We have some aspects which are called minor grand trines. They're not really all trines, but they make beautiful little triangles in the sky, triangles of flow that consist of both sextile energy, again, which it's something you have to do. You have to take advantage of. It doesn't just work out, right? You have to take an action, but also that gorgeous flow of trine energy. But I do put the caution flag up for the end of the week because Mars will be getting closer and closer to Uranus. Now, Mars can be malefic energy, not always, right? We need Mars to help us get off the couch, to set boundaries, to take action about things. There's nothing wrong with some good Martian energy. But in the sign of Taurus, coming together with Uranus, well, this could be very shocking, sudden events, very possibly related to weather things because they're both in the sign of Taurus, which represents the earth, right? So, that's the end of the week, but I want you to really take advantage of these lovely flows at the beginning of the week. Now, let me tell you exactly what's going on. There's gorgeous energy from Jupiter in Gemini to the nodes of the moon, and then also Mercury in Leo. And so you're going to find these beautiful connections if you know where Gemini, Aries, Libra, and Leo are in your chart. See how you can connect the pieces, right? Now, Leo, empowered conversations, the ability to stand up and say, hey, this is really what I think we should do, to embrace a leadership role. Leo energy is also quite intuitive. It just can be easily flattered out of it, so watch that. Again, turning points in relationships. There's also some gorgeous connections this week with the Sun and Saturn, all right? So things are getting locked in. Decisions are being made, all right? So a little combination of the intuition, but action. Really, there's a lot of action-oriented energy this week. Now, I am loving this precise Sun in Cancer trine to Saturn on the 10th. I think you'll feel it all week. There's something you're locking in from the Cancer area of life to the Pisces area of life. And it could be related to the 7, 14, 21, or 28 to 30 year cycle. So you may wish to look back at those time periods because those are the angles where Saturn interacts with the things that you've created. But it really could be related to home and hearth and family, as Cancerian energy typically rules. But if you know where that area of life is for you, step into it. The other beautiful energy that's flowing, and this is also exact on the 10th, is that Venus is picking up a gorgeous trine to Neptune. So inspired, so romantic, all right? But try to take advantage of it at the beginning of the week because then when Venus steps out of Cancer, boom, into Leo she goes, and now she is standing across the sky from Pluto. This is very much that whole mythology of Persephone, coming into contact with Hades and being taken into the underworld. Now, it's not a conjunction. They aren't meeting and touching, so it's a little bit of a different energy, but it's a tug of war. It's a push and pull. And, some people say oppositions are even more difficult than squares. Certainly, I wouldn't think more difficult than conjunctions, where, the slower moving planet will really blot out that energy. But make sure you're not getting in a war with somebody over values. There's not a push-pull about what's important to you. Or particularly if you identify as female, if you're, you get all dressed up, you feel so beautiful, and you go out in the world and people say horrible, harsh things, or it's received in the wrong way. You should be able to walk down the street looking magnificent, beautiful, and not feel like you are a victim. But that could be the type of energy you could experience this week. So I want you to be extra, extra careful, cautious Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all right? So, like I said, there's an abundance of blessings. There's a lot of positive things, but keep an eye on that in the middle of the week. Now, it is exact actually on the 12th, that Venus opposition to the Pluto. And then we're also going to watch the 13th. We've got a moon void, 6:49 p.m. Eastern, all the way till 10:53 a.m. Eastern the next day on the 14th. So that's a pretty significant gap, not a time for you to make big commitments, sign a contract, make the hard decision, launch the website, etc. Fantastic for artistic or spiritual pursuits. And then on the 14th, then we watch the sun step into a difficult angle with Chiron. Now, I am really monitoring these. I've been, really watching them, and I'm really thinking, at least if you are in the helping or healing profession, or if you're working on yourself, these difficult contacts actually produce positive things in the long term. You have to come face to face with something that maybe you've put off, or it's an initiation to the next level of the work as something happens and you're like, wow, well, my former self would have reacted this way, but my healing self, I worked on myself self, is going to react this way instead. I don't have to say that thing that popped into my mind. I don't have to take that action that I may have taken in the past that has been proven not to be wise. So that's the energy of the 14th. Now, Uranus Mars, only a 1 degree away as we finish the week. If you have anything 25 to 27 degrees in the sign of Taurus, or actually any of the fixed signs, I want you to be a little more cautious and careful. Now, this is very different than the caution that I'm telling you between the Venus-Pluto power struggle, right? This Uranian Martian energy could really bring accidents, sudden issues related to technology. It could bring major disruptions. Remember, Uranus is the planet that represents freedom, rebellion, breakthroughs, revolutions. Coming into contact with Mars, well, Mars is the god of war, and so there could be a war related to money, finances, food, supply chains, all of these kinds of Taurus-ruled things. So I just want you to be a little careful, and that's how we start next week. So this week for the light, I'm so loving this this beautiful Venus trine to the Neptune. I think that is super inspirational. I really think we've got to try to lean into the positive, higher vibration qualities of the Neptunian energy. I'm also really loving the sun, that sun trine to Saturn, locking something in, giving you that foundation, building the next step so that you can move forward, okay? And then I'm also loving that beginning of the week, the sweet little connections that Jupiter and the nodes with Mercury. Well, I just feel like it'll be kind of chatty, social. Oh, this piece of information will come in. Wow, you can take advantage of it this way. You're gonna make a decision. You're gonna feel like you're getting some traction. For the shadow of the week, well, Venus opposite Pluto, always a little rough. So I want you to watch out for that one. And then I would watch for the Chiron Sun interaction at the end of the week. Again, this kind of hurt people vibe. Don't be one of those, okay? And if you see it unfolding, don't participate in perpetuating the karma. And then we will be gearing up for that Mars meeting of Uranus. So that's my third one for the be careful, cautious energy for the week. So I hope this was useful and helpful, my beautiful friends. I super appreciate you coming here on Sunday mornings to watch and study the stars with me. Please comment below if you found this useful and helpful, and let's stick around, see what the tarot has to say for the week. Hello, my beautiful friends. Let's check out the Isis Lotus Tarot for the week of July the 8th. 2024. Now this week starts off kind of sweetly. We got a little tricky bit right in the center, and then we got to watch the end. So lean into that positive energy the first couple days of the week. This is the Isis Lotus Tarot spread for the collective for that week. Keep going, keep going. That's what I hear them say. Full stack. All right. First card is the past influence, the Fool. Wow. Well, there's something going on this week that has to do with a decision that you made or a possibility that you entertained. It could have even been something that you felt was foolish or that someone else ridiculed you for. But this is where you're coming from, this idea of infinite possibility. Now you, in this situation, Wheel of Fortune, karma, karma, karma. All right? Karmic patterns being revealed this week. The present environment, Four of Swords. Now, excuse me. Interestingly enough, last week, I'm doing these back to back as I film, and last week we had the Hanging Man, and so I talked about the differences between the Hanging Man and the Four of Swords. But Four of Swords energy is be ready, okay? Not yet, but be ready. Rest until the time is right, and that is the environment we are in this week. And the key card of the future is the Happy Family card. Oh, I love this. 10 of Cups. I consider 4 of Wands and 10 of Cups to be the Happy Family cards. But this one's more about emotional fulfillment, abundance, has more to do with women. All right, key card of the future. 5 of Wands. So potential arguments, dust-ups this week. Yep, especially with that Venus-Pluto. Now, on one side, strength. Be patient, be kind, be generous, right? You manage the lion through patience and love, not through harm. Another option is that you will have a decision to make, a really potent decision to make, and you need to pick a direction. All right, near future detail card, the Moon. All right, you're going to be making these decisions, but you don't have all the information. There's things happening behind the scenes, undercurrents, emotionality. There's all these influences here. So I would say that this does tell you to lean into your intuitive sense of things. Now, the modifiers, with the Strength card, 2 of Pentacles, just, keep it between the lines, balance. On the 2 of Wands side, Knight of Swords, move forward, take the mental action, speak what you're going to do out loud, it influences it. On the Strength side, paired with 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, new beginnings, a new idea, initiating a new conversation that takes you down a whole new road. Or on the Knight of Swords side, we've got the King of Cups. So there could also be, if you're doing the 2 of Wands variation of the week, there's an intuitive male force or energy around to help you. All right, possible progressions or outcomes. Strength side, we've got Queen of Swords. Well, again, using logic and lists makes sense with the Ace of Swords there. Last week it was Wand energy. This week it's looking like Sword energy, air energy. On the 2 of Wands side, we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Be conservative with your resources and time. Don't overcommit. On the Strength side, paired with the Queen of Swords, Justice. So another decision-making card, weighing out the options, balance, fairness, right? And on the 2 of Wands side, paired with the 4 of Pentacles, the Death card, you've got to finish something, okay? Something needs to be wrapped up, or it comes to a natural ending so that you can move forward with something else. So, all right, so as we begin this week, right, we've come from this place of infinite ideas, the Fool. And you, Wheel of Fortune, there's some karma going down. See the patterns, see it clearly. In the present environment, you've got to pause. You've got to regroup, strengthen yourself, rest, and be ready for when the moment comes. Key card of the future, beginning of the culmination, you're focused on family and making sure you're taking care of your people, yeah? And the key card is the potential for arguments. Now remember, this can be internal conflict, which is what I think this really is, because we've got the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles popping up. So it's decision-making time. It's get real time. So on the one side, we have the Strength card, being patient, gentle, divine feminine attributes. We've also got the Moon as a centerpiece near future card for both sides, right? So again, women, mothers, nurturing, water, all of this intuitive sense of things, right? Now, it says to be really balanced as you go about it, but you're going to start something new. The conversation, it initiates this week. Approach it logically and then weigh out your decisions. Justice makes her decisions based on facts and intuition. She uses both, okay? Now, the other option, right? We're coming from this 5 of Wands energy, this conflict energy. Well, it's because you're trying to make a decision, 2 of Wands. And again, you maybe feel like you don't have all the information, or you feel intuitively you should move some way, but Knight of Swords says approach it logically. Don't just go off of intuition. Logic also has to factor in. Now, there may be a male or masculine, strong masculine energy, who's also a nurturer, a caretaker, someone who's sensitive and, emotionally intelligent that may be involved. He may be here to help you. But as the way things unfold, you've got to conserve your resources, time, and energy, and then something will fall away. And remember, the death card is not literal death usually. It is just the end of things. All right. Well, powerful week, powerful month. I wish you the absolute best, and I'll see you next week. Bye.